We have all seen it. The gym bro who looks like he could lift a truck, but struggles to move a couch. And then the guy who looks totally normal in a t-shirt, but can deadlift 500 pounds without breaking a sweat. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. This drives people crazy. It defies logic. In physics, a bigger engine should produce more horsepower. So why does the smaller muscle sometimes win? The answer lies inside the cell. It turns out, there are two completely different ways to grow a muscle. One builds actual, contractile horsepower. The other? It's mostly just inflation. Do you want to be dense? Or do you just want to be puffy? Because how you lift determines whether you are building a structure of steel, or just filling a tank with water. Hello, today, we are breaking down hypertrophy. We are going to solve the mystery of sarcoplasmic versus myofibrillar growth. We will explain why high reps make you look bigger but not necessarily stronger, why your muscles deflate when you go on vacation, and how to combine both styles to build a body that is as strong as it looks. Also, please take a second to hit that like button and leave a comment. Your support is a huge help to the channel, thank you. Let's start with the anatomy of growth. To understand this, you have to look inside the fiber. A muscle cell has two main components. The myofibrils, these are the long, thread-like strands of protein, actin and myosin. These are the cables. They physically contract and pull. This is your strength. The sarcoplasm, this is the goo that surrounds the cables. It contains water, glycogen, or sugar, minerals, and mitochondria. This is the fuel tank. It supports the cables, but it doesn't pull. So, here is the viral secret. You can grow the cables, or you can grow the goo. When you grow the cables, we call it myofibrillar hypertrophy. This creates the dense muscle we look for. The fiber itself gets thicker and packed with more contractile proteins. This happens when you lift very heavy weights for low reps. You're forcing the muscle to generate maximum tension, so it builds a stronger cable. When you expand the fluid, we call it sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. This creates puffy or voluminous muscle. This happens when you lift lighter weights for high reps. You aren't straining the cable as much, but you are burning through a ton of fuel. So, the cell adapts by saying, we need a bigger gas tank. It expands the sarcoplasm to hold more glycogen and water. The muscle gets physically larger, it takes up more space, and the number of contractile fibers stays roughly the same. This explains the paradox. The bodybuilder trains for sarcoplasmic growth volume. He wants to look as big as possible on stage. He is full of fluid and glycogen. The powerlifter trains for myofibrillar growth, for density. He doesn't care about size. He cares about leverage and force. He is a hydraulic press, compact, but capable of crushing anything. So, how do you choose which one you are building? It comes down to the repetition range and the energy system you use. If you are lifting in the 1 to 5 repetition range, you are relying on the phosphagen system. You are generating massive mechanical tension. This signals the body to synthesize actin and myosin. You are building the engine. If you are lifting in the 8 to 15, or even 20, repetition range, you are relying on the glycolytic system. You are generating metabolic stress. When you chase the pump, that tight, swollen feeling in your biceps, you are chasing sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. You are trapping blood in the muscle. You are depleting oxygen, also known as hypoxia. You are building up lactate. This stress tells the cell, wow, we almost ran out of energy. Next time, store more fuel, so, the cell supercompensates. It stores more glycogen. Here is the chemistry. 1 gram of glycogen holds 3 to 4 grams of water. When a bodybuilder carbs up before a show, they are filling their muscles with glycogen. Because water follows the sugar, their muscles swell up. They look huge. But, and this is the catch, this size is transient. Have you ever stopped going to the gym for a week and felt like you lost 10 pounds of muscle? You looked in the mirror and looked flat? You didn't lose muscle fiber. You cannot lose structural protein that fast. You lost your sarcoplasm. You lost the fluid. Because you stopped training, your body said, "We don't need this full tank of gas anymore," and it dumped the glycogen. The water left with it. Myofibrillar muscle, the dense stuff, doesn't deflate. It sticks around. Even if a powerlifter stops training for a month, they still look thick and solid, because the structure is protein, not water. So, if you want size, if you want to fill out your t-shirt, you need time under tension. You need to keep the muscle working for 40 to 60 seconds per set. This is the sweet spot to drain the tank and trigger the sarcoplasmic adaptation. This is why bodybuilders do drop sets. This is why they do slow eccentrics. They aren't trying to lift the heaviest weight. They're trying to keep the muscle under tension long enough to trigger the metabolic alarm. Now, the million-dollar question, "Doctor, I don't want to choose. I want to be big and strong." Good news, you don't have to choose. You just have to be smart about your programming. We call this power building. It is the hybrid approach. And it works by structuring your workout in a specific order. First, the heavy compound, the meat. Start your workout with one big lift, squat, bench, or deadlift. Do this for 3 to 5 reps, heavy. Long rest periods. The goal is myofibrillar hypertrophy. Build the cables. Increase your strength ceiling. Second, the accessory volume, the potatoes, after the heavy work. Move to dumbbells or machines. Do exercises for 8 to 12 reps. Shorter rest. The goal is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Deplete the glycogen. Get the pump. By doing this, you get the best of both worlds. You build the dense fibers that make you strong, and you build the fluid volume that makes you look impressive. The legends knew this. Arnold didn't just pump light weights. He deadlifted 700 pounds. But he also did high representative curls until he couldn't move his arms. He built the density first, then added the volume on top. So, here is the doctor's verdict, the power building anomaly. I want you to rethink why you are in the gym. If you are just chasing a pump, you are renting your muscles. You are filling a balloon that will deflate the moment life gets busy. But if you chase strength, if you chase the heavy iron, you are owning your muscles. You are building a foundation that lasts. Don't be a balloon. Be a brick house. So, for the next step, here's my challenge for you, the 5x5 test. For the next 4 weeks, start every single workout with a 5x5, meaning 5 sets of 5 reps, on a major lift. Increase the weight every week. Do not worry about the pump during these sets. Worry about the force. Then, finish with your pump work. Watch what happens to your physique. You will notice a hardness, a density to your muscles that you have never felt before. You won't just look big, you'll feel solid and stronger. I'm Dr. Levitas. Build density, look huge, and I'll see you in the next video. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.